Hello, Year 5. This is Miss Karam. Today we're going to be talking about investigating our seed shapes. Let's get started. This is a sycamore seed. Remember, we talked about the sycamore seeds in our last class together. But this is a recap. What does the sycamore seed look like? Doesn't it look like a fan or a helicopter? So how do you think this seed is dispersed away from its parent plant, which is the sycamore tree? Does anybody remember? Exactly. Sycamore seeds are dispersed by wind. The sycamore seeds are known as spinners or helicopters because they spin their way to the ground from the high branches of the tree. I'd like you to read What to Do in your pupil book, page 22. While you're reading, you can pause this recording. So, what is the science club trying to find out? They're trying to find out which shape or size of the spinners will travel the furthest. And they have 3 ideas of how to make their investigation fair. These 3 ideas are in the boxes on page 22. The first idea is that they will change the length of the wings. They think that the longer wings will turn more slowly and so travel furthest. Idea 2 is that they will change the shape of the wing. They think the longer it takes a spinner to fall, the further it can travel away from the parent plant. And idea 3 is that they will change the length and the shape of the wing. And they think the bigger spinners will take longer to fall and so fall furthest. Now, ideas 1 and 2 are good and fair ideas. Why is that? This is because they suggest changing only one factor at a time, either the length of the wing or the shape of the wing, and then find out which one will affect how far the spinner will travel. Idea 3 is a bad and unfair idea because it suggests changing 2 factors at the same time, changing both the wing length and the wing shape. How to present your results. When you have a table of results, you can present the information in that table of results in one of 2 ways. Either in a bar chart or in a line graph. The bar chart, which looks something like this, can be drawn when we have numbers and letters in our tables of results. Example, if we have the wing shape, which is the letters, round wing, oval wing, triangle wing, and the time taken for it to fall, which is in numbers, these are the numbers, then that will allow us to draw a bar chart. We can draw a line graph when we have 2 sets or groups of numbers in our table of results. Example, if we have the length of the wing, which will be a set of numbers, and the time taken for this spinner to fall, which will be the second set of numbers. If this is the first set of numbers and this is the second set of numbers, please ignore these percentage signs. This will give us a line graph. Alright. Now I'd like you to read What to Check in your pupil book, page 22. Please pause this recording while you're reading. Why do we think the science club dropped the spinners all from 2 meters up high? This is part of making our investigation fair. The science club is dropping all the spinners from the same height so that the only factor that is changed is the wing length or the wing shape, whichever one is being investigated. Only one of them, remember? Now read What Did You Find in your pupil book, page 23. And look carefully at the Science Club's table of results. Pause this recording while you're reading. What do you think happened? Which spinner took the longest time to fall to the ground? Looking at our table of results, we can see that the spinner with the wing length of 16 centimeters took 8 seconds to fall to the ground. And that's the longest time. Why did this happen? It happened because the longer wings turn more slowly, and so they spin furthest away and take a longer time to spin to the ground. Using the table of results in your pupil book, page 23, what type of graph or chart do you think you can make? Since we have two sets of numbers, this means we can draw a line graph. In your notebook, I'd like you to draw a line graph using the information in the table of results on page 23. Now, when we are doing an investigation and we repeat our investigation, this gives us more information and allows us to check our results. So by repeating our investigation more than one time, we are able to check our results and make sure that they are correct or accurate and exact. Read the first paragraph of Can You Do Better in your pupil book, page 23. Pause this recording while you're reading. Let's discuss these questions together. What difference would it make to your results? It would make them more accurate because we are repeating our investigation. And we know that by repeating our investigation, we can check our results. Now, how would you record the results if you were dropping each spinner 5 times? They would be recorded as follows. The first spinner, we would record the time it takes to fall the first time, the time it takes to fall the second time, and the time it takes to fall the third time. And then we would fill in for the time it takes to fall the fourth and fifth time. We would repeat for another spinner, maybe one with a different length of wings, and also fill in our results. Now, how would dropping each one 5 times give you better evidence? Dropping each spinner 5 times would give us even more accurate or exact or correct results, so we would have better evidence. Look at PCM 15, Flying Helicopters. Write down your predictions in PCM 15. After you've written down your predictions in PCM 15, I'd like you to take a look at PCM 14, Spinners. Do this investigation, which you'll be needing a stopwatch for, and record your results in PCM 15. So first, what you have to do is record your predictions in PCM 15, carry out the investigation using PCM 14, and record your results in PCM 15 again. What type of graph can you make from your table of results in PCM 15? And why? On the back of PCM 15, please draw the type of graph that you think you can make. This is a checklist of what we have learned today. We have learned how to carry out a fair investigation. We learned that to keep an investigation fair, we can only change one factor at a time. We learned how to record our results in a table of results. We learned how to show or represent our results in a bar chart or a line graph. And we learned why repeating our investigations gives us better evidence and results. This is your homework. I'd like you to make a list of fruits and seeds that you eat at home and tell me how they are dispersed naturally or in nature. Please write down this list in your notebook. I hope you've understood today's lesson. I know it's not the easiest of ones. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. I really miss you all and I hope I'll see you soon. Take care.